Top 5 baits for the month of March. March is an exciting time for bass fishermen. For the majority of the country, it means the pre-spawn, and with that, we have big bass moving up shallow. I've got 5 baits that I want to share with you guys that I always have tied on the front of my boat. My name's Josh with Josh and Hunter's Adventures, and welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, so today we have got our 5 baits for the month of March. The first 3 are what I'm throwing right now in early March, and then my last 2 is what I will start working in towards the middle of the month on into March as that water temperature starts to warm even more, and these last 2 catch really big bass in the month of March. So let's get into it, guys. But remember, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you know when we put out videos. We got almost 650 videos on the channel right now, so there's a lot to choose from. So let's get straight into it, guys. Probably my number 1 favorite bait to throw right now is probably a jerkbait. I love to throw these Megabass 110s. I throw that Berkeley Stunner a lot also, but I love that 110. I'm also going to always have tied on a +1 110 also. This one right here gets a little bit deeper. You can throw it on 10-pound test line. Works really good. I always throw it on fluorocarbon. Throw all of my jerkbaits on fluorocarbon line. I also will throw in sometimes this +1 Junior right here. This is a really good one here. That +1 Junior, just a little bit smaller profile. Maybe in your area, your bass are keying in on those smaller shad, so you can drop down to that smaller one. It works really good. Okay, now my next bait that I'm going to have tied on is going to be a crankbait. Cover a lot of water this time of year, guys, and you're going to catch some really good ones. I like this Otts right here, the Rapala Otts Garage Slim 6. It's a really good one. A lot of times my area here is a little bit stained water. We get a lot of rain this time of year, so I'm going to throw something usually it's got some color in it, like this chartreuse right here. This crawl pattern works really good. Got a little bit of orange on it, but I love a crankbait this time of year, especially those flat sides, because my water's still just a little bit cool in my area. Okay, now my next crankbait I want to show you guys. The next one is going to be the Berkeley Money Badger. This one's in the 6.25. It's in that blaze color. I'm also going to throw those Rapala DT series in the Demon color, especially when that water temperature gets in that 50-degree range. I love to throw these red colors when it gets to that temperature. They just seem to really key in on it really good. But this is a really good bait, guys. Don't overlook these Berkeley Money Badgers right here. Really good. Okay, so the next bait we've got here, everybody either is going to love it or hate it on this one. But it's going to be an A-rig. This one is the Stealth Rigs A-rig. It's got those translucent arms on it here. Works really good. It's a great looking A-rig. Now in my state, I'm only allowed to throw 3 hooks. The other 2 have to be dummies, so I've got dummy heads right here on the top, but I always rig these up with either 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce heads, something like that right there, and you're able to just cover a lot of water. Now these catch big bass, okay, and like I said, it's not for everybody. This is not a bait for everybody. People don't like it. Some people say, oh, that's cheating, you know, this ain't, you know, too many hooks on it. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, they absolutely chew this bait. So get you an A-rig. They make a lot of different ones. Like I said, I'm using this Stealth Lures one right now. I really like it. It looks really good in the water, that is a really good bait to catch big bass in the month of March. All right, guys, so let's talk about the last 2 that I wanted to talk to you about, that as the water temperature warms up in the month of March, sort of, you know, we get into that middle to later part. So for our number 4 bait, it's going to be a chatterbait. Now I'm going to throw a couple different colors this time of year. I love the Z-Man Jackhammer. It's a great bait. It is expensive, but it's the best made by far. I like a shad color. I also will throw this Fire Crawl. It is a really good color also. I love the Fire Crawl. like I said, I'm either going to throw the jackhammer or I'm going to throw this new Evo. I really like the new Evo. You can get it even in the tungsten head. It has a really, really good sound to it. The head's just a little bit smaller. You know, tungsten is a little bit smaller. But pair these up with a good shad style trailer on the back. I love these razor shads from Z-Man. Also throwing these Strike Kings, the Menace also. So this is a really, really good trailer also. But I'm either going to throw that fire crawl or a shad pattern like this one right here. Okay, for our number 5 bait, it is probably a big bass catcher for the majority of the people in March that throw these, and that is any type of big swim baits. Okay, big glide baits. You know, you got this Spro one here. This is a custom one here, and I've got caught a lot of bass on this one. A lot of big fish, a lot of big smallmouth in my area. But this is the Spro Chad Shad. It's a really good one too. It's got really good action. These are very expensive, but they catch really big bass. Another bait that I like to throw this time of year is these coal shads from Berkeley. I throw these in the 6-inch. It works really good. I catch a lot of bass on these. But this works really good. You don't have to have a big swim bait rod to throw this style bait right here. You can throw this on a 7-foot medium heavy with some good 15-pound fluorocarbon line and have a really good time with this style bait here. Now these bigger baits like these swim baits here, you are going to want to have a heavier swim bait rod for this because these are very heavy. So you want a good sturdy swim bait rod for this. All right guys, that is my top 5 baits for the month of March. We've talked about our jerkbait in the 110 size and that +1, whether it's in that Berkeley Stunner or the Mega Bass. Great jerkbaits, both of them are. We've talked about our crankbaits. If that water temperature gets up in the 50s, make sure we go to that red color, whether it's that blaze color from Berkeley or it's the demon color from Rapala. You're going to catch a lot of really good bass as that water temperature starts getting up into the 50s. We've also talked about our A-rig. I know a lot of you may not like that bait, but it really catches a lot of big bass. We've talked about our Chatterbaits, shad color, and the fire crawl. And then we talked about our big glide baits and our Berkeley coal shad. Guys, these are 5 great baits that I've caught a lot of big bass on in the month of March. Like I said, guys, March is a great month to go out and be fishing. The water is warming up. The temperatures are getting, you know, better. We're getting into that springtime. A lot of big bass are caught in the month of March. So go out there, have a good time, try these baits out. If you got any that you like that I didn't mention, be sure to go down in the comments and leave it down there. I'd love to hear it. You know, maybe I missed one, or maybe it's just not really popular in my area during the month of March, and I understand that, but I'm sharing with you guys what works for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Remember, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Till next time, this is Josh with Josh and Hunter's Adventures. Thanks for watching.